what all features we get in this platform that can actually help you to, smooth out your trading journey. All right. And it can be a real powerhouse for all your trading needs, be it, into equity or into F&O. So let's start. Before starting, I would like to read a standard disclaimer. The content and explanation shared in this webinar are only for information and educational purpose. Stock market trading investments are subject to market risk. Please consult your financial advisor before making financial decisions. So we are all set to go ahead. And let me start by showing you all how to log in into this platform. Okay, so this is the main web page of HDFC Securities. You can see over here www.hdfcsec.com. All right, so once you land on this page, you can see this trader web button, right? This is our regular login button. Just beside that, you can find a trader web button from where we can take entry to this new platform. Okay, so I'm clicking over here. We get two ways to log in into this platform. One is the traditional method. You can log in into using your username and password and followed by OTP. And another method is the QR code based. Okay, this is a quick method. So how do we use this method? We have to open our InvestRight app in the phone. Okay, and on your dashboard, you get a scanner. Through that, we have to scan this QR code. So I'm logging into my app and I'll just scan it and log in. Okay, so this is the way we can log in into our platform. So now you can see we have logged in within just fraction of a second. And this is the dashboard where we land up. Okay, so you can see the net worth, you can see the open research call, stock, F&O, MTF, various categories you can see over here. And also you can see some important data like FII activity. All right, and some of the important entry points on your right hand side. For example, if you want to go into research, or if you want to go directly into MTF or heat map, or you want to access the integrated platforms like Insta options or NXT option, or you have some of the quick accesses also over here. Okay, so this is about the dashboard. Now let's see some of the important features one by one. All right, so on your left hand side, you can see the watch list. All right, so here we get the multiple watch list, maximum 6, and you can add 50 scripts per watch list over here. Apart from these 6 watch list, you can also see one explore page over here. So is this is like a ready-made watch list for you also. If you want to access some of the group stocks, for example 52-week low, 52-week high, or for example some sectors, so you can just click over there and you can access the stocks involved in that particular group. Okay, this is for ease of use. Now this is the watch list. We can search any script over here or contract, and we can directly add. I'll just show you how do we add it. So for example, I just search for a contract, and with this particular icon, I clicked over here on the ribbon icon and it is added. All right. So you can see that the script is added over here. So this is about watch list. We can also shuffle it like this. Okay. If you want to change the order into the watch list, we can just drag and drop anywhere. All right, and on the watch list itself, we can get the buy sell buttons, we get the market depth. Okay, and also we can access to the chart. So once we click on this particular chart icon, we can access to the chart, and we can also access the option chain. If you want to delete it, you can delete it over here. Okay, so all the important features, entry points we have given from the watch list itself. All right, one important and unique feature we have given into the watch list, which is also similar to our pro terminal platform. Okay, you can actually expand this watch list. So you can see over here. So once we expand the watch list, we can access the extended data set over here. You can see multiple data points listed over here for all the scripts that you have added. Okay, and let's say if you want to customize what you're seeing in your expanded watch list, you can do it from here. All right, so if let's say I don't want to see the volume part, or I want to say bid quantity and bid price. So all those customizations, we can do it and we can apply and it will be done. All right. So this is about the expanded watch list. Now I have collapsed it again. Second part is the chart. We have briefly discussed about the chart. One more thing, this is a chart IQ chart. All right, we can add the indicators right from here. For example, just search any indicator and you can just click on it and it will be applied. And you can draw things using these tools on the left hand side. So you get everything over here on the chart. If you want to open the chart on the full screen, you can use this icon. Okay, so if we click over here, the chart will be opened on the full screen. Okay, so and there is no limit how many full screen charts you can open. You can open as many as you want. So this is about the charts. Next we will go into the option chain. So this is the option chain. And generally into option chain there is a whole load of data that we can see, and it really becomes complicated for us to focus on any kind of data. So what we have done over here, we have given a drop down. All right, so if you want to see volume based data and LTP based data, you can just select LTP. If you want to deep dive into OI, for example, if you want to see the OI change percentage, all of those deep dive data sets of OI, you can select OI. If you want to see the Greeks, you can select the Greeks from the drop down. All right, so this is how we can navigate the option chain. Also, once we hover around any of the strikes, we can get the buy sell buttons. We can again go back to the chart, and we can also access to the depth right here. Okay, the logic behind that is, let's say if I want to place some order right from here, I still want to see the depth, so I can just check it over here and simply place the order. As simple as that. Okay, and we can also save the contract to the watch list right from the option chain. Okay, so here we have added the icon to add to the watch list. You can do that. And other details, like we can change the expiry from here. Okay, and we can also add the value per lot, so that if you have limited capital, it is always better to understand what will be the cost if I want to place that order. Okay, so per lot is a good feature if you want to understand the cost involved into those trades. Okay, so this is about the option chain. Next we are going into script details. So here it is important to both equity traders and F&O traders as well. We get a lot of details. Even for investors, we have a lot of information over here. So here some technical indicators like EMA, SMA. Okay, along with other details like market depth. Then if there are any events based on that particular company you have selected, you can find it over here. Then technical analysis for for example, based on volume, based on different indicators, you can get all the analysis over here. Then the SWOT analysis, very in detail analysis, you can get over here. Fundamental details, financials of that company, MF holdings, the MF houses that are holding that particular script, you can find it over here. If there is any news about particularly that particular stock, then the company bio, you can find all the details about that stock or script you have selected. And also you have the customization control in your hand. So let's say if I'm a core trader, I don't want to see the fundamentals, or I don't want to see the SWOT analysis, I can deselect that and I can apply the changes. As simple as that. Okay, so after that, the derivative specific features are starting. Okay, so if you're a derivative specific trader, please pay attention over here. So once we select the derivative, we get the futures and option two sections. Okay, so into futures, you can see all the open future contracts, their LTP change, then how the OI has been building up on those contracts, what is the change, if that contract is trading into premium or discount, all those details, so that it helps you to choose a right contract whenever you are trading. Okay, similar for the options, you can get the most active calls and puts based on the volume over here. Okay, so if you're going by the volume, you can just filter down the strikes over here, because choosing a right strike into the option trading is also very important, so it helps you. Okay, now this is, see, we have selected Reliance and we have come into the derivative section. Okay, now there is one more change. If you go to any derivative contract and come to the derivative page, the data will be even deeper. Okay, so let's go just into this particular contract. See, now I have selected 25,200 call derivative section. All right. So see, the data is completely changed now. You can see the deeper data, like what, how, what is the built up based on the time frame, and what is PCR, VWAP level, everything, all the detailed analysis you can find. Contracts based on the volume. Now here we can get the active contracts based on the open interest. Okay, so highest call and put OI and highest call and put OI change. Okay, so it is very easy for hardcore traders to choose the right strikes whenever you're trading into options over here. All right, so this is about the derivative section for any F&O contract. Now, next section is open interest. So, see, whenever we go into the option chain and look at the data, let's open the OI based selection. Okay, whenever we open this data, it can be little overwhelming to crunch all those numbers, and it's just not everyone's cup of tea, right? So here into open interest, all that data, I mean, open interest related data will be converted into the graphs. All right, you can see over here that the red bar graph is for the call OI, the green bars are for put OI. So here you can clearly compare where there is a highest number on the call OI side, where there is a highest number on the put OI side, and you can, within a fraction of second, you can take out where there is a support and resistance. Okay, so this is about the open interest bar graph. You can also include the OI change over here. So I'm just enabling this particular feature, and the OI change will also be enabled over here, and you can see everything. So this, shaded part is for the OI change. Okay, so you can also see what was the cumulative OI and what has changed today. All right, so it is easy for the intraday traders to spot the change and find the trend. Okay, apart from that, we can also see all the important features like changing the expiry date and all is there already. Okay, but you can also get the India VIX and PCR at one place, so that whenever you land on this page, it will be very evident to you that how much is the volatility into the market right now, and what is the actual sentiment into the market. So sentiment we can take out based on the PCR. If it is more than one, it is generally taken out as bullish, or if it is below 0.7, 0.75, it is bearish. So it's easy for you to understand the trend easily. Okay, so all those data points we have given over here, then the overall call OI, put OI numbers you can find over here, and you can compare. Also, you can see that we have selected Nifty 50's open interest page, right? So Nifty 50 at 9:15. So where it opened, whatever contract you select, where was the opening? All right, and Nifty 50 at 3:30 p.m. Now, because the market is closed, it is showing as 3:30. Otherwise, if you go on this page at 11 a.m., it will be showing what is the LTP at that particular time. So how it helps you that where was the opening and how how it has been going through till the time you are seeing. Okay, so you can actually see what has happened till now from the opening. So this can be helpful. We can also similarly get the OI change dedicated page. Okay, so this is purely the change graphs. You can also add the OI likewise we did earlier. Here, see, some of the traders just select some very limited strikes. For example, ATM plus 3 both the sides, ATM plus 5 both the sides. So we have given you all the controls to select the strikes. Okay, or you can just go by these numbers. So for example, ATM plus 5 both the sides. Okay, ATM plus 10 strikes both the sides. You can select whatever you want. Now, let's say if you want to see what happened in the particular time frame in terms of OI. All right, so we can adjust it right from here. So for example, from 12:20 to 150, what happened? I just adjusted this bar over here, and we can see the exact situation at that particular direction. Okay, we can also select last 5 minute, last 10 minute, and this will be adjusted based on the time duration that you select. All right, like this. Okay, so this is about the OI change. Similarly, we have the bar graph for price, volume, implied volatility, all of that you can explore over here. Next is the built up. Okay, so in the built up, see, you must have understood there are some concepts like long built up, short built up, long unwinding, or short covering. So when we say that there is a short covering or there is a long built up means that there is a probable positive momentum that can be expected in that particular script, right? But when we say that there is a long built up, there are two fundamental factors involved. Okay, one is the price, one is the open interest. When we compare both these things, we can arrive at a conclusion what kind of built up is being generated over there. So manually doing that is very, very difficult. So how we are helping over here, we can find the built up for futures and options both. Okay, and we can also select the time frame, and for selected time frame we are giving the ready-made built up that is being generated. So you don't have to look at the OI and the price all together. This is giving you ready-made information what's happening in the background. Okay, if we compare the price and OI. All right, so even if you are an intraday trader, see, even the 5 minute built up we are showing. So it's very, very important if you're trading it on a very short term time frame, or you can go by 15 minute if you're taken a little broader time frame. So it can help you definitely. Then the last section is constituents. So constituents is for the indices. You can see the indices over here. You can click on any of the index. You can also add more indices over here. Okay, and you can go to the constituents. Into constituents, what do we actually get is that all the important data sets about that particular index that you have selected. Okay, so you see this gray box, all the important data set like PCR or monthly, weekly high low points, what is the max spin, all of those important data points we can get over here. Apart from that, we can also see the advances and declines. So how many stocks for that day were positive from that index, how many stocks from that particular index were negative on that particular day. We can see it over here. Okay, see 11 negative stocks, positive stocks 39, and then the overall built up. So there is a short covering. Okay, and also, so we have selected Nifty. So all the 50 stocks which are part of Nifty will be listed over here. You can see over here. All right, and you can see the overall built up of all those stocks. So even if you are a stock based trader, be it into equity or into F&O, this is going to help you immensely to choose the right stock based on the market direction. So we can also see the market cap, LTP, and from the trader's perspective, we have given the day, week, and month range. Okay, so you can actually see if there is some script which is ready for a breakout of a week's range or a month's range, or a breakdown of a day's range or a week's range or month range. So all those very small but very important details we have captured over here. So you can see it into constituents. Some other analytical features we can find into analytics tab. I have gone into analytics tab. Here we can find the heat map. Okay, so into here, so for all the F&O scripts, you can find the heat map over here. First thing, you can also filter it down based on what kind of built up that you are looking. So for example, let's say that for that particular day, market is in a positive trend. Okay, now you want to say some of the stocks which you can choose and go with the trend flow, right? So you would want to see which are the stocks which have the long built up into them, right? So that you can choose a right stock for that particular day. So this is how you can make use of the filters over here. You can also go by the sectors. Okay, so for example, if you just want to see a particular sector, you can just choose it and see what is happening in terms of OI for those particular stocks. Next is FII. So you get the FII, basically institutional activity into cash and derivatives as well. Okay, and you can see it over here clearly that it is presented in a way that you can actually see the impact of whatever happened in FII to the closing of that index. All right, so let's take just one example here. The net buy is you can see it's completely green, right? So we can moti understand that it was a net buy day for the FIIDIs. Okay, and you can also see the Nifty closing, which is 1.01% up. Okay, so this is how we can relate how the FIIDI data has impacted your index. All right, then we are also giving the global indices so that you don't be the one who is left out from the global information. You can always see what's happening in the global indices, and probably that can have the impact on the Indian markets as well. So it's always better to look at the global cues as well at the beginning of the market. Next is OI analyzer. So here a very detailed open interest analysis we can find over here in the time frame that you select. Okay, so 5 minute, 10 minute, 30, 60 minute, so all those time frames we have given, and you can also choose what is the range that you want to see. Okay, so within that range, what happened with the OI, you can just check it over here. Next is PCR analyzer. So same way that we saw for the OI, here we can see for the PCR. So we can choose the strike range, and we can choose the period, and we can see how the PCR is been developing, okay, throughout the day. So this is basically for some of the traders who go by very small and very detailed developments into the PCR or into OI, and they trade by that filter. So this is very important feature if you know how to use the open interest and PCR. Okay, so we have seen the analytical features. Now let's go back to the home page, and what we'll do, I'll show you the order pad as well. So whenever you're going to place the order, how it is going to look. So I just clicked on the buy button over here. You can also change the action buy sell like this, okay, on the order pad itself. You can also choose intraday or overnight order, regular or stop loss order, like that. It's easy. And here you can enter the quantity. If you want to place the market order, just select the market. Right now, because the market is closed, it's not allowing me to click, but within the market hours, if you check this box, it will go as the market order. Okay, if you want to place it as limit order, you can just update the price over here. You can also access the market depth. All right, and you can see the required margin, available margin, all the details over here. Now one important feature you will find over here is the order slicer. Okay, there is something called as freeze quantity limit, which is set by the exchange. So in one order, there is a limit set by exchange how much maximum quantity you can place. Okay, so for Nifty, let's just take one example of Nifty. So for Nifty, it is 1800. So in one order, you cannot place more than 1800 quantity, right? So here, see what happens if you go for more than 1800. I have given the quantity as 7500. All right. Now, if this feature called order slicer is not there, as a user, what I have to do, I have to place multiple manual orders, right? But here, because we have this order slicer, you can see it is giving the information order will be placed as 5 slices, which means that it will be sliced into 5 parts as 1800. All right, but as a user, you don't have to do it. It will be done by the system. As a user, you only have to place this one order. Okay, and on the back end, it will be done as the slicing, and it will also give you all the information how your order is going to go. Okay, so 4 orders, 1800, 7200, and remaining 300 will go as a fifth slice or fifth order. Like that, all the information you will get over here. Okay, and from here we can place the order. So this is about the order pad. Whenever you place the orders, it goes into the orders section. You can find all open, closed, and GTD orders right here. Okay, now into the open orders section, you will also get one feature called as cancel all orders. So if you have multiple open orders and if you want to cancel them all at once, okay, then you can just select that feature and you can just check one, common box, or you can select multiple at once and you can just cancel all the open orders over here. Okay, you don't have to multiple manually cancel all the orders one by one. Okay, you don't have to do that anymore. Now once your orders are executed, it goes into the positions page. All right, so here you can see your realized, unrealized P&L, total P&L. You can also bifurcate into overall positions and today's position. So whatever you have done today, it will be shown into the today's position, and into overall it will be a broader picture. So whatever you have carried forward positions or today's positions, everything will be shown in the overall positions. Into the positions page as well, like we saw into the orders page, here also we can square off multiple positions at once. Okay, so once you have open positions, you can select the exit all positions button over here, which appears right over here. You can select it and you can exit multiple positions just by clicking the boxes at once at the market price. Okay, it will be done at the market price. This is about the positions page. Next is your portfolio. So here you can see all the details about your portfolio, all the details like, holding summary, script details. Here you can also see the transaction summary as well. Okay, so all the details about your portfolio you can find. Here you can also see the demat balance. You can also see if you have any MTF positions, you can see on this page. Okay, if you don't have any MTF positions, you can see the eligible stocks also. All right, so you can also see the all the eligible stocks in the MTF and what is how much percent of the funding is available. You can also put the filters like more than 90% funding available, more than 80% funding available, like that. Okay. Okay, I was just checking the comment box one. So let me finish all the features and I'll come back to the queries over here. Okay, so this is about the MTF stocks. Now, so all of you know that we have one great, in-house research team. All of you must have been getting the, research calls from us. If you have the app with you, if you have the notifications enabled, then you must be receiving the research recommendations on your phone, correct? If not, you can also find it right over here. Okay, you can go by the stocks, F&O, whatever category you want. Okay, you can just find it over here, all the open recommendations by our team, and with just one click you can place order on their recommendations. All right, so all the details, you can also see the MTF recommendations, ETF recommendations, all those you can find over here. Okay, and also some of the some research insights, like some reports they publish about, morning kappa report comes, all of that you can find right over here. All right, so this is about the research page. Analytics page we have already seen. Lastly, the funds. So here you can do all the fund wise actions. You can withdraw or add funds. You can see all the limit wise bifurcation for your account over here. All right, and this is the profile section. So into profile section, important is reports. So currently we have profit and loss, the capital gain statement, and XIRR report. If you need any report more than this, slowly and gradually all the reports will come over here on this platform. But until you get all the reports right over here, if you need any more detail reports more than this, you will have to go to the ITS right here, the normal login page that you go. Okay, so there you can access to the more reports for your account. All right, and also you must be aware about some of the integrated platforms that we have. One is Insta options and NXT options. So to enter into those platforms, now you don't have to do the login again. Okay, I'll show you one demo. So for example, we want to enter into Insta options. Okay, so I just switched off my video. There was some, I think, net problem. All right. So let's say I want to enter into the insta options. So now what I have to do, I just click over here, give the authorization, and it will be taken onto the dashboard of insta options. Simply, I did not enter my credentials again. Okay, so this is how you can access the integrated platforms as well. So if you are facing the difficulties to find the spot charts of Nifty, Bank Nifty indices, basically you can find it over here. If you need the trading view charts, all right, you can find it over here. Okay, so all, just if you find that you're not able to find some features on the InvestRight web platform, you can simply navigate to these two platforms. One is Insta option and another one is NXT option. For example, here on Insta option, you can also go by strategy as well. Strategy execution, you can do it over here. You can check the payoff and everything. You can do it over here. Similarly, into NXT option. Okay, this is little bit advanced than insta option. See, you can find the straddles and strangle wise watch list. You don't have to keep creating the different watch list over here. Then the option chain, right? The baskets are great over here, all right, and the alerts are also very advanced. So all those important and advanced features, if you want to go by, you can find it over here. The insta options platform is completely free for all the users. NXT option platform is free for first 30 days, and then it goes on the subscription mode. You can navigate through the subscriptions right over here. So it comes around as 500 a month. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can check that. So this is about the InvestRight Traders Web platform. InvestRight Traders Web, this particular platform is in-house platform. Okay, this is always going to be free for all of you. I was just talking about the integrated platforms. All right, into this as well, Insta options is completely free. The subscription is only for the NXT option. Okay, so don't be confused. This InvestRight Traders Web is completely free for everybody. Okay, so make use of all the features that we have on this platform, and try to incorporate all those analytics into your day-to-day trading, so that your accuracy improves day by day. So now if you have any queries regarding this platform, you can ask in the chat box, and I'll be able to answer that. So there are a few questions regarding the spot chart of Nifty, Bank Nifty. So that is already in the pipeline. Within a month or so, that will go live on the InvestRight Traders, where you will be able to access the spot charts on this platform as well. But till now, if you have the requirement, you can use the same on this Insta Options platform. Okay. The recording of this session will be available on the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities. You can always, find the recording over there. If you go into the live videos of into the YouTube channel of HDFC Securities, you will find this webinar over there. On the Insta Options platform, the BSC indices are not available. You can find the BSC indices like Sensex, BankX on either InvestRight Traders Web or into NXT option. Both ways it is available, sir. There is one question, how to calculate margin required for bull spread Nifty option. Either you can use our margin calculator or easy option. You can find it, you can just go into strategy builder of into this NXT option, and you can see margin required. Okay, you can calculate the margin over here. So any more questions, please ask into the chat box. There is a question for GTD order. So whenever you are going to place the order, this is the order pad, and you can find the GTD enable button over here. Just click over here, and you can place the order as GTD. You can also find till when your order will be valid. So right now it is T plus 39 days. You can see the default date as maximum. Okay, but you can always adjust it and set the date, and you can place the order. Once you place the GTD order, it will be shown under GTD section of orders page. Okay. Uh, there is one question about zooming in into the chart. I mean, I'm not able to understand what is the actual concern, but I can, I'm doing it right here. You can see if this is what you are saying, sir. Otherwise, if you have any different query regarding zooming in or zooming out, you can write us on the customer care. Okay, but we can zoom in and zoom out on the charts. We have to allocate funds to trade from this platform. Earlier, if you have used a pro terminal, there also we used to do that same thing. So here also we have to allocate the funds to trade from this platform. To log in from a QR code, you need to use your InvestRight app. I'll just show once again how to do that. Okay, this is the page where we land on, once we click on the IR web login. I'm opening the QR code, and okay, I have to log in into the app again. If you have logged in into the app long back, just re-log in into it, refresh the login into your app, and on the dashboard, right beside your name, you will see the scanner icon. Okay, so click on that and scan the QR code from that window. So this is how it will be done. All right. So I hope I have answered most of your questions. If not, you can write us on our customer care email ID, or you can call the customer care, and you can get your queries resolved. Do explore this platform and let us know your feedback. All right. So whenever you have some valid feedback, we can always incorporate those features into this platform, and it will be helpful for us and to all our clients. All right. So thank you so much for joining to this session, and all the best for your trading, and do explore the platform. Thank you so much.